Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk about some basic terminology that I use in my videos. So this video is really geared for new people into collecting PAMP. If you're a little more experienced, you probably know all the things I'm going to say here. So I'm going to talk about the different terms that are associated with different types of assay cards or factory sealing. So here we have a bar that's in a mint seal. That's what this is called. The plastic around it, you'd call this a mint seal. I didn't necessarily make up these names. These are just kind of standard names that people use. So you should, if it's, perfectly sealed, that's from the factory. Now, occasionally I've seen people try to make fake mint seals. So they took something that looks like a mint seal and perhaps take a lighter and try to seal it up so it looks like it's sealed, trying to pass it off as being worth more than it really is. But you can tell. Now, mint seals will crack over time, break, and there's still a bar that's in exceptional condition, just the seal's no longer intact. Now, this one is intact. It's the rose bar. Now, next in chronology is probably the red card. So, as you see, the card is red. And as you notice, the names pretty much come with keeping it as plain language as possible of what the item is. So this is a silver pendant. It's the Cameo. Here you see it's a ½ ounce. Although the assay card's saying it's 1 ounce, that's an error. Not a big deal. There's a number of them that say that out there. They had these little red strips here to show if this came undone, the strips will no longer be intact. That's like a tamper resistance security feature. So this is a red card. They, considering the age, very often do come undone. So finding them intact nowadays can be challenging, but this is probably the one you'd find most commonly. And after that, this is what you'd call a small card. So small blue card or small card. Now, this is only a silver bar. It's not platinum or anything like that. You normally will find this small card with pendants or gold, but there were a few in silver made, like this one. So this is a small card assay card. Now, there probably was a little bit of overlap between the small card and the modern size assay card. So what you're seeing here is a Fortuna. This, when this size was established, it pretty much set the standard and is the size used by PAMP for well over 20 or so years. And honestly, I think they should keep it that way. They should not try to mess with the good thing. People like this size. Pretty much anything they make can fit in this size. Now, of course, there are larger things that have, like the 100-gram bars will not fit in this pretty much. So they do have the large 100-gram size assay card, which I actually don't have an example of on hand with me right now, so I'm not going to show you that. But this standard size assay card is really key. So here you see, here's a 10-gram gold. It fits in the standard size perfectly. Here's the new 5-gram Celebration of Lady Fortuna. It fits in here perfectly. Silver bar, 10 grams. These all are the exact same size. These fit in the plastic boxes perfectly. So this is the modern size assay card. Again, this is not something I hope ever goes away because it's such a ideal size. So to give you a quick look, all these things fit in the box perfectly. So the modern size assay card really is the way to go. Now, not too long ago, MMTC PAMP, which is basically PAMP, that's a joint venture with MMTC. So that's a government of India owned enterprise. So it's a collaboration between MMTC and PAMP SA. So these are actually minted in India. Now, here's where it gets complicated. They have a bunch of things that are the standard size assay card, and they have some things, not too many, but it's growing, that are slightly larger. See that? The card is just a little bit longer. And I'm going to call these, the ones that are longer, long cards. So as simple as it sounds, I'm just going to call it long card. So just to distinguish them. Now, again, they do have a bunch of things that are the standard size. So here's some 10 grams. These are all standard size. I'll even show you here against a Fortuna. These all have the exact same card. I don't know why MMTC decided to make a longer card. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Now, I noticed they have all this extra information on here. Maybe that's why they decided to make it longer. But sorry, no excuse. It should be standard size. Make the print fit. Make it smaller. There's no need to have a new size that will no longer fit in your standard size boxes. So those are the basics for the terminology. Thanks for joining me today. Take care.